Hey, not too bad. I did really like... I mean, let's separate a few concerns here. I was gonna say I really liked using Wu Jian and going vaults, but secondary mention should definitely go to wielding 2 broad axes. Generally helps with the whole crowd control aspect of the game, for sure. You absolutely love to see it. And keep rampaging on all these sons of guns. Beautiful. And let's see, hopefully the rest of the floor goes fairly smoothly. Still might be a couple of really scary enemies tucked around every other corner here, but for the most part, yes, we're finally getting rechargeable evocables. Phantom Mirror, just, I was gonna say in the nick of time, but that's not really accurate because kinda wish you had been here a little bit sooner, my friend. Okay, this is turning into a bigger fight than I expected. I guess I could Heavenly Storm again if I wanted. Don't know how much credence there really is to that. You, my friend, have... What's this status on you? Oh, you're ghostly. Okie dokie. Do I wish to reset this? I probably should start thinking about resetting it now. That's one of the classic issues with me in this game, is that I wait slightly longer than I should to begin thinking about my safety. There we go. Get out in one piece, make sure we just get the full heal, and then we shouldn't have too much issue. Coming back to town to deal with these kiddos. Maybe. Closer than I thought, but like I said, never a doubt in my mind. Went more smoothly than your normal way of immolate, blow things up, and teleport, right? That is very much the tried and true method for most melee characters. So I was glad that we were able to try something new here, to switch it up a bit, you know, keeps it interesting. Definitely just enchant you right away, my friend. A +2 helmet of intelligence. I mean, intelligence doesn't really benefit us, but we're currently just wearing a +2 helmet, so why the heck not? Ooh, and full knight regalia with the lovely red plume. I mean, don't get me wrong, we are all over the place in terms of our outfit's color scheme, but again, maybe there's something to that. Fashion isn't always what you think of as looking good. Fashion is bold, it's daring. And we are nothing if not bold and daring here. That's our lovely Coglin. Okay, nope. Don't want to be taking ranged hits, at least not too many while we're in the mix here. In fact, let me just back out for the heal. Try to ensure some level of security here. Box of beasts. So this is confirmed now. This is where the dungeon was hoarding all of the evocables, which we do have 27 evocations. So we should have a pretty huge power spike, right? That would be kind of implied here. We'll see, because it's hard to get much stronger than dual broad axes to the face. As we can see, things still going all right for us here. Until it isn't. I guess mighted weapons. Going to be a bit of a problem. Makes sense. But we get free attacks. Ooh, Rampage actually giving us a little bit of a bonus escape there as well. Do I just swing? Halberd, if you could just chill out for a second. Okay, that armory thing, a little bit scarier than I originally was giving it credit for. If you don't immediately kill it, those mighted weapons are a pain in the rear. Yikes. But time to benefit from all of our hard work here, our hard journey. Let's just pick up a whole lot of treasure. Oh my gosh. A lightning rod as well. And here I thought I was over-exaggerating slightly when I said every single rechargeable evocation gear. Fantastic, and that is bolts. Holy, so I guess with that we are now prepped and ready to go to Zot? Is this true? I guess so. As ready as we'll ever be, really. We do have good fire resistance, or okay, we have okay fire resistance. Not good, I'd say. 3 willpower is kind of the minimum to feel kind of safe making our way through Zot. Not like we have too many options there either, for being frank. Which I don't know why it would be, because I'm Torinski. But let us head to depths, shall we? And I guess prepare for the end. Oh, we have so many magic mapping scrolls. I should have been just burning those up for the hell of it, honestly. Regardless, we'll be mapping all of Zot for sure. Okie dokie. As he immediately does not do any mapping and starts exploring manually. Whoops. Okay. Good start there. Seeing how we fare against a death cob. Fairly standard enemy. Slow is always a pain in the rear, but these things happen. And while I'm slowed, I don't know why I'm charging into the thick of it. Let's chill out a wee bit, back off, and phone a friend. How strong is our beast? Potentially very strong, but it's currently on a little bit of a holiday. Let's jump in here. I'm going to try and just kill the clown as fast as we can. There's our invisible friend. Okay, our beast is still rampaging. I keep thinking they die because they're so low health, but it's actually just them teleporting halfway across the map. Nothing personnel kid. Okay, how do we even get into this center zone? Okay, it was where we came in. So, fortunately, enemies are just kind of dumb, and that's why their pathing hasn't quite brought them home to roost here. Does free up multiple stairwells, so that is tempting in its own right to kind of continue our endeavors down this way. How dare you silence me, sir? Immediately serve up some piping hot revenge. And that should be the brunt of it here. Still on the lookout for a willpower cloak. Again, would be probably the pièce de résistance. But only time will tell. Come right this way, my friend. Perfect. Bunch of moth wraths. That's not what they're called, but we're, I guess, running with it. And no problem dealing with some regular old draconian folks. Fantastic. Hello, my friends. Come one, come all. See the show tonight. Fantastic. Sentinel's mark forms on us. Not ideal. At least not in general, but I guess in this context, we're in a nice hallway. All the nearby enemies have at least been taken care of. Turns out no one else knows how to path to us, it seems, so did in fact work out all right at the end of the day here. Fantastic. And to finish off the rest of the floor here, I'm hoping that we get some more resources. Okay, sorry, one moment. Got a Quicksilver. It did, unfortunately, rage one of our tentacled friends. And I'm slowed. So that is a bad combo, to say the least. I do have one blink scroll if push comes to shove. Okay, not going to be charming anyone anytime soon here. I could tambourine your ass. Followed by constriction. Followed by javelin. Fantastic. You love to see it. Oh, me oh my, where are you? There we go. No real danger to a ghost moth. Definitely not on their own, but in general, I don't think so. Do we use mana for anything? I don't think. Nothing comes to mind. So we don't need to worry overly much about those sons of guns coming out to play. And that should be Zot 1. Not too shabby here. I guess we technically don't have to explore the entirety of the areas here. Okay, not too many enemies, even around the corners here. So we'll let you kiddos come to me. One enraged dragon is enough, thank you. And in fact, let's just chill out on our stairwell. Okay. This is where we change tactics. Moth of Wrath, accompanied by Tentacle Monstrosity and a dragon. Could be a little bit more than I'm willing to bear with here at the moment. Otherwise, we will likely try to be a little cheeky with this. I'm worried about this son of a gun teleporting me. Blinking allies in circle, not quite as worrisome. At least not in this stage. We kind of thrive in that environment, you know? Gotta love when our boomerangs can deal this much damage to late game enemies, though. That throwing training definitely paying off. There we go. We get rid of the Moth of Wrath. That's the big one. Phantom Mirror on V. And otherwise... Oh, wait. Did my V already disappear, or did they just blink around somewhere? I guess we can probably check in. I hit V, I slash V. Where's V doing stuff? No? Nothing? Son of a gun. Okie dokie. So, with the Quicksilver Dragon also on the up and up here, do I want to start the cautious approach? We can box of beasts, which actually maybe I will start there. And then I'm going to Serpent Slash and just see how much damage I get off on these two. Okay, that's a heavier amount of damage than I was expecting from our friend here. So I probably should, this is where I should start to run, right? Eruption and Creeping Frost, Pyroclastic Surge, they will deal a lot of damage. Even your hits themselves are pretty substantial when we're sitting at 77 HP. So, if I wished to get out of here, I mean, Butterflies doesn't quite do it. We have too many piercing attacks coming in from our enemies. But technically, like, Butterflies followed by Fog is kind of a wombo combo of the ages. But I don't know if that is going to cut it here at the moment. So instead, I mean, I should just use my blinking. If I blink down to here, gets us close to free. Let's start with that. Do you have abjuration? No. Where are my teleports? Or not my teleports, my summons disappearing to. Instead, we'll wall kick, I guess. Oh, you were still alive. Quicksilver Dragon. Unfortunately, little stronger than I'm comfortable with here. So, hey, we escape. We get a nice heal out of it. Did use up 2 of our evocables, so that is not ideal, but we'll probably just swap over to an old stairwell and see if we can't get these kiddos to come at me on their lonesome. That might be the same Quicksilver Dragon. No guarantees one way or another, but that's fine. As we just stand and deliver. Definitely kill you first, my friend. Slowly burning through our boomerangs, but I'm hoping by the time that becomes a factor, we are ready to just move on to javelins for the remainder of the run. I guess I could resistance potion against you. Let's start there. Serpent Slash gets us free step in and a free whirlwind attack. Whirlwind attack. Shouldn't be standing next to walls, probably. But at least we know that we can escape relatively straightforward if need be. We're just ready to do another Serpent Slash to the stairwell there, but fantastic. I mean, I probably should just fight you, right? Hasted Broodmothers. Nothing we can't handle. Holy moly. Okay, well, that should be most of this floor taken care of. I feel like we brought a lot of attention down on ourselves there. Fantastic. I mean, lots of Quicksilver charges, if nothing else. So that is lovely. Okay. No Orbs of Fire yet, so we still technically don't know how we fare in that matchup. Hopefully, it's a pretty safe bet of things, but we shall see. I mean, in general, I probably just should head downstairs, right? I know I already touched on this a little bit earlier, whether we want to explore the entirety of the vault's floor or just head on down. And I think it's because I'm enjoying the Coglin a lot that I want to push my luck. But every Zot floor, not every Zot floor you take, every like additional area of the floor that you explore, every door you open, is another chance that it's a nightmare configuration. And you're just screwed from the get-go. So with that being said, again, I probably should. Okay, and here's where we definitely slow down on the tabbing. I just need to make sure that if I get polymorphed into like a bat or something, we don't keep fighting and we get the heck out of dodge. So blind, is that causing the interesting like kaleidoscope of coloring? I guess it is, because now it's no longer there. I don't know if I've seen the blind effect. In general, I can't recall the last time that it came up, but especially with that that new look and feel. Hello, friends. I would like it if all of you dang old dragons. Yeah, I was hoping they'd all line up, so then we can use some javelins. Ended up just doing way more damage in the setup period, so not strictly necessary by any means to use the corridor in this fashion, but still pretty dang cool. Oh, and this was like a dragon's lair. I like that. Oh, of course Tiamat is here. Why wouldn't they be? That makes sense. So we struggled against V. How am I feeling against Tiamat? I mean, if we get them on their own. So, with that being said, I don't know if Tiamat actually saw us. So I'm going to just take these kiddos on a little bit of a field trip. Nope. Okay, Tiamat did indeed see us. Okay. Now, Box of Beasts. That's step 1. Step 2 is I want my own Tiamat. Is there a step 3, or do I see how this shakes out? I mean, I can constrict you, so I'm at least kind of helping. Should maybe... It's actually tough. Standing here is a little more dangerous because I have a harder time escaping. But if my beast in front of me dies or teleports anywhere, then I get the lunge step in immediately, and that does interest me. Otherwise, probably just keep trying to help out slightly here by just throwing in constrictions. And I think Tiamat is trying to hit me, which has been working out for us. This might kill my own summon, but it should kill Tiamat is what I was hoping for. How much damage do you do? 74 plus 45, 15. Unlikely to one-shot us. What are my odds of hitting you with this, though? 100%. I like those odds. And not too shabby. Even able to kill off Tiamat at the end of the day here. Holy moly. And I guess that should net us a lot of fancy treasures here. Dragon Skin Cloak. Aegis. Or Aegis. Grants a chance to resist. Okay, that might not be new. I'm not actually sure off the top of my head. But regardless, I'm taking you. Thank you. And that, I guess that's it. Let's explore the dragon's lair, shall we? Lots of treasures abound. Our defenses should be just going crazy town. And there we go. Beautiful. Don't need a tropa. No, thank you. Okay, well, I'm definitely being filled with an unhealthy level of confidence. So we'll see. See where that takes us, shall we? Especially just regular Draconians here. That would have been a very fitting place for me to immediately die after slaying Tiamat, of all things. Struggling with that. Oh, and then we get the Cloak of Willpower right after we get the fancy cloak. I mean, technically, the willpower is probably more important, I would argue. I guess Wand of Charming has largely fallen out of favor. Oh, here we go. Cloak of Poison Resistance. That can hit the dirt for now. And let's just finish off the last little bit of this floor. I guess fully clearing floors does give us a little bit more like security and certainty, as we can now escape and combo that with a teleport to almost assuredly wind up somewhere that is beneficial for our continued survival and all that good stuff. So I will take it. Cursed Toe might be a problem for us here. Just because I have no relevant resistance. Take you kiddos upstairs for sure, just so I don't get constricted at half health. Honestly, going fairly well for us here. You know, a couple of dodgier moments here or there, but that's nothing that you should really be too surprised at when you're at the Zot point of your game. Let's not let you hit the trap while we're in sight. Fantastic. And, okay, as long as we can kill these dragons quickly, don't have a concern. Just if the moth got there, then of course we do have to start worrying about enraged dragons, which even with this insanely powerful character, I'm guessing would still be a little bit of an issue, I guess. Who's to say? But there we go. Oh my gosh, and just like that, we're on Zot 5. Take you kiddos upstairs for sure. And let us see what we're working with, shall we? Fairly little self-contained entrance. Okay, it looks like we'll be able to explore a decent chunk of the floor without needing to endanger ourselves with lung enemies. So let's just take our time here, slowly but surely. Cloak of Preservation, that's another resistance that I'm currently lacking. But I don't think it will be strictly necessary. There we go. Well, let's not rest up inside an alarm trap on Zot 5. That seems like we're tempting fate, just a smidge. So instead, we'll just quickly clear up last little bit of the floor here. What was this way? Oh, a Zot trap was stopping us. You know what? Just so we have options. We have plenty of digging charges, and so I'm fairly happy to throw that out this way. Get rid of our exclusion, and I guess no time like the present to just get in there, hey? Just as a courtesy, we'll finish exploring this last little bit here. And then what I probably would like to do, well, first and foremost, I want to bring you on a little trip, my digit pal. Perfect. Then what I'm thinking, so we do this. I guess we have lots of 1x1 hallways. What we more so need here is a dodging path, which we can still do like this and like this. And this is essentially what we'll do if we start running into too many enemies. Just try to bring them back here. In fact, oh, blinking scroll. Oh, baby. I definitely need that. In fact, what should I drop? I won't need mapping scrolls any further. Okay, permanent trap on that side, so it's looking like a left lung kind of day. I'm tempted to make some noise and draw them back to me, but I think instead we'll deal with this the old-fashioned way. I will drop temporary exclusions on these traps just to make sure that I don't accidentally step into trigger territory until we're ready to do so. Again, I'm not necessarily against the alarm traps in general, because I'm tempted to try and get these folks to fight me in a more advantageous position for me. That would be a Serpent Slash from me, my friend. Just immediately dash over to the Lich.